Dear viewers, in our last video, we travelled through McLeodganj and explored some of the well-known places over there. Today we are on our way to Dalhousie from McLeodganj. Dalhousie is a beautiful hill station in the lap of the Himalayas situated in the state of Himachal Pradesh. It roughly takes around 3 to 4 hours to reach Dalhousie from McLeodganj. On the way, we stopped near a hidden waterfall. There is a small Kali Mata Mandir adjacent to the waterfall.
এখান থেকে ওই পাশে দেখা যাচ্ছে না হ্যাঁ ওটা দেখা যাচ্ছে না ওটা ওই পাশ থেকে বেঁকে গেছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই পাশ থেকে কিসের মন্দির এটা
This is the wardrobe. By late afternoon, we reached Hotel Mani Mahesh. Hotel Mani Mahesh is managed by Himachal Pradesh Tourism. There is ample space to keep your luggage. The table,
to be able to back in that manner
TV.
in an important game where we wanted to seal our qualification into the semis.
There are various types of rooms available. There is also wall-to-wall floor carpeting which is useful in such cool places. The room, as you can see, is quite spacious and has all the necessary amenities. We made the booking online for the super deluxe room with balcony.
It's a nice view from here.
Hotel Mani Mahesh is a government-managed tourist accommodation which is old but has been renovated.
Of course, you need to go to the balcony. And that's the Pir Panjal range.
The last but one important part of the room is the bathroom. So let's take a look. The tiles, the tap fittings, basin, shower, geyser, everything was in place.
Shower.
In the evening, we roamed around the property for a while. There was some martial arts training going on in the adjacent building. It was probably a training school for martial arts. There was silence everywhere, as is common in the evening in most hilly areas. We woke up after a comfortable sleep the following day morning. What I saw outside the window took my breath away. The majestic Pir Panjal range. What a view! We started for our day trip to check out some of the interesting local sightseeing spots.
Clovers.
Dalhousie is a popular tourist destination. There are endless number of hotels and resorts to choose from. The journey, of course, was scenic. The tall trees and the view of the Pir Panjal range beyond. On the way, we crossed the Gandhi Chowk, one of the main points of Dalhousie, which is also the main market area. We will come back to Gandhi Chowk later for shopping.
মতি তিব্বা ডালহৌসি
পোস্টেড ছিল না?
হ্যাঁ পাল বললো
বাবা ও তো ভালো জায়গায় পোস্টিং
এই যে এদিকে চার্চ
চম্বা পুলিশ ডালহৌসি পাবলিক স্কুল এখনো ওদের এরিয়াই চলছে
We stopped for a while at the Green Valley viewpoint. Here you can stand near the edge of the road to get a majestic view of the deep valley plunging below. But it's important to be careful and not to go too much near the edge.
এদিকে ফেরো দেখি দাও
দেখো কাঁপছে শীতে
নাকটা কেমন করছে দেখো
আবার আমাকে ছেড়ে দিচ্ছে
না না ও ওকে তুলবো
মা এত কাঁপছে
হ্যাঁ
ভয় একটু কাঁপছে
ভয়ে কাঁপছে
এই পড়ে যাচ্ছে
পড়বে না
এখানে বসো এখানে এদিকে এসো এদিকে বসো ওই দেখো
মা তুলছে তো
ও আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ আমি তুলেছি
We had a great time interacting with the rabbits and the pigeon.
দেখি তুলেছো তুমি
আমি ভিডিও করলাম এবার ফটোটা তুলি
সব কিছু পাওয়া লাগবে
দেখি সরো সরো
দাদা ফটো
ও বাবা মাথায় বসবে
তোমরা ফটো তো লাইভ ভিডিও করছি
ডাকছে আবার বকম বকম করে ডাকলো শুনলে
দাঁড়িয়ে আছে তাই কি ভিডিও করবো
हो गया ठीक है
I paid using UPI. Here in a small corner of the Himalayas. This is our digital India.
नहीं हम दाम नहीं
ये वाला
ना
बास्केट है
हो गया आपका
Next we were headed for Dainkund, which is also the highest peak of Dalhousie. The altitude of Dainkund is above 9,000 feet. As we drove uphill, we found snow scattered along the roadside.
আরে বাবা
Walking over the snow-covered road felt amazing.
আমি যেন কাঁধের ব্যাগটা নিয়ে উঠতে পারবো না বলে কাঁধের ব্যাগটাও রেখে এলাম।
তুমি না এরম ব্যাগ নেবে দেখতে এরম ছোট ব্যাগ
এরকম ব্যাগ একটা কিনা আছে আনবি তো?
পেছনে তোমার হাত দুটো ফ্রি থাকবে।
দেখো বরফ গলছে।
In the beauty of the nature, with the silence around, the mind felt so calm, so fresh.
ক্যামেরাতে ফোন
এই জন্যই অ্যালাউ করেনি, এই যে সব বরফ, গাড়ির চাকা স্লিপ করে যাবে।
এই জন্যই গাড়ি আসতে দেয়নি।
বুঝলে, এই যে
গাড়ি যাবে কি করে?
এই যে বরফ না, চাকা স্লিপ করে যাবে।
চাকা তো স্লিপ করে যাবে, এই জন্যই আসতে দেয়নি। এই যে ওখান থেকে বরফটা গলে জল বেরোচ্ছে।
Our next stop was the Kala Top Wildlife Sanctuary. But unfortunately, the road was closed, so we missed it. Kala Top is a wildlife sanctuary with tall cedar trees. It is visible at the far end, but the road was closed due to snow.
और क्या बोलते हैं, यहाँ घूम के फिर आगे एक टेम्पल है, वहाँ पे चलेंगे।
अच्छा,
ठीक है जी।
आप इधर
Within some time, we reached Khajjiar, one of the main tourist attractions close to Dalhousie. Khajjiar is situated at a lower altitude compared to Dalhousie. It is sometimes called as Mini Switzerland. Khajjiar is a popular film shooting spot where many song sequences of popular Bollywood movies were shot. I found this place to be too crowded at this time, and the greenery was also less compared to other seasons. Khajjiar is an undulating green land surrounded by extremely tall deodar trees. It is unique, but due to overcrowded tourists and too many shops, I felt it's losing its charm.
ধারে বসবো তো ওপর আসার মাঠে তো চাইছে
We had our lunch at Khajjiar. Here we got a good view of the area from the restaurant. After finishing our lunch, we visited the nearby Ambe Mata temple. There is a tall Shiva statue as you enter the temple. It looked majestic against the backdrop of the blue sky and the mountains. On our way back to the hotel, we stopped for a few minutes at BG's Park. BG's Park is a very small park cum garden at Dalhousie where you get to see a lot of war trophies from the Army, Air Force and the Navy. We were back to our hotel just in time to catch a stunning glimpse of the setting sun from our balcony. The next day morning, we started for Chamera Lake, which is located 24 kilometers away from Dalhousie.
বাস স্ট্যান্ড চলে এলাম না
হ্যাঁ বাস স্ট্যান্ড
ফোন পেছে দিল टी कॉफ़ी सब আছে टी कॉफ़ी परांठा
The road to Chamera Lake was scenic. We stopped at a point to get a view of the lake from the top, which of course was stunning. Chamera Lake is a huge lake surrounded by mountains. This lake is formed due to the Chamera Dam situated on the river Ravi. There is a parking point near the lake from where you need to walk downhill for just around 5 minutes. There are two types of boats available, the speedboat and the motorboats. We purchased tickets for the motorboat from the counter. While waiting for the boat, you get ample opportunity to click some great photos.
চলো আগে যাবি ও তাহলে তুলবো না এটা বন্ধ করি হ্যাঁ
বাবা কোথায়?
বাবা ঢুকে গেছে তো ওই যে
It was a nice boating experience at Chamera Lake, with view of the picturesque mountains surrounding the huge lake.
বোটে আমরা এই দেখ আরেকজনকে আমরা বোটে চামেরা লেক চামেরা লেকে ঘুরছি এই যে দাদু হ্যালো জিমে ও ঠিক আছে আমরা এখানে বোটিং করছি চারজনে হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছো
শুনতে হবে না শুনতে হবে না
হ্যাঁ শুনতে পাচ্ছে কথা বলছে ঠিক আছে নাও বাই টাটা
It is best to go for a motorboat ride as it gives you more time to explore the lake, around 25 minutes, while the speedboat ride gets over in just 8 minutes. By late afternoon, we were back to Dalhousie. We spent some time near the Subhas Chowk, where a life-size statue of our national hero Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is installed. Subhas Chowk is one of the most important places in Dalhousie. There are a lot of hotels and restaurants in this area.
চলো
We also visited the Panchpula waterfall situated nearby. A few minutes of trek took us to the waterfall. On the way up, there are a lot of shops and restaurants.
আমি ঘুরে আসি হ্যাঁ
एकदम जो तुझे आज वेट कर रही हूँ अभी अहमदाबाद जल्दी जाओ ना अभी ऊपर ये
Shining beyond the clouds.
হ্যাঁ আকাশে হেভি আকাশে ওয়েদার চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে
On our way back, we visited the Gandhi Chowk, which is one of the important junction of Dalhousie. Anybody interested in shopping, Gandhi Chowk is the place. Our last point of interest for the day was the Subhash Bauli. Subhash Bauli is a serene and picturesque spot in Dalhousie. It is named after Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who spent some time here during his stay in Dalhousie. This area is surrounded by dense pine trees. A perennial spring flows through the area, which is believed to have medicinal properties. It is said to have helped Bose recover from his ill health. Today, Subhas Bauli is a popular tourist attraction. Every vacation has to end at a point, which is also the saddest part. But we will be back again soon. So see you all again in our next travel vlog.